What's up, what's up, what's up? Back kicking it with Momo. Thank you guys for tuning back into my channel. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you are not new to the channel, you already know what time it is. Gang, gang. I'm so happy to see y'all. Today, I am doing a video that's a little bit different. I feel like, oh, excuse me, because I'm kind of like getting over a little cold or something. I don't know. My nose was stuffy the other day. I wanted to drop this video the other day, but I was coughing so hard. And today I still feel kind of stuffy, just a little bit better than how I was feeling the other day. But today this video is a little bit different. First off, let me start by saying, if you are triggered by anything like death, crying, anything like that, go ahead and log out of this video, because this video is a little intense, but I feel like it is definitely needed to bring awareness to the things that are going on in the world, period. I know everybody watches social media. Some of y'all watch the news. I don't. I told y'all I don't watch the news, because the news be so like TMZ fake news sometimes. Like, no, it's hard to believe whatever they be putting out there. So today I be doing a lot of research. I watched a lot of crime stuff. Like, this sound crazy. I should have been like a detective or something, because I watch a lot of crime shows or things that are going on in my city that are close to me, but just crime, period. So I'm constantly like on social media looking at stuff that's going on. I feel like most of the things that you see on YouTube as far as like crime and stuff usually be the truth. I mean, they don't put a lot of that in the news. I don't know why, but I feel like some things should be put in the news. So it's my duty to bring y'all the tea, like to bring you what's going on in the world, what we need to be sharing on social media, because everybody shares bull crap on social media. Fights, people getting beat up, just stuff that I feel like is irrelevant. I feel like the things that we need to share, the things that we need to bring awareness to, period. So today this video is about Nayim Carter. He was a 4-year-old child that got into a drowning accident in 2020. So let me just start from the beginning. So he got into a drowning accident in 2020 that left him in a coma state. So he had been in a coma for like a whole year. And just here in June of 2021 is when he passed away. But these are the facts surrounding his death that I felt like was extremely sad. Like, ooh, when I tell you, this had me in my feelings for like 2 days, y'all. Real talk. And I was just trying to think, like, how can I help? Like, I know I live in, and this was in Orlando, Florida. I live in Texas, but I still like helping people. So I feel like, what can I do to bring awareness to these types of things, or even low-key help the family to try to get some type of closure? So here we go. So, like I said, Nayim Carter, 4 years old. I'll post this picture up. He died in Orlando, Florida, a hospital. It's called Numerous Children's Hospital. I got notes, so if y'all see me looking down, it's because I got notes. In Orange County, Florida. So I'm gonna post this video of his mom and his dad in the hospital with him, and it's disturbing. I'm not gonna stunt. It's a little disturbing, because I was like, what? Like, how does the, but see, I'm gonna just be totally honest too. I go to the hospital, I don't feel like I get the same treatment that somebody that's Caucasian will get if they go to the hospital. I'm not even gonna lie. And this made me think about when my dad was in the hospital, if he was getting the full care that he needed, because we don't really know what they do in the hospital. And I'm not bashing any doctors, nurses. I'm not bashing you guys. I promise you I'm not. But I'm not gonna lie that I have been to the emergency room before and I have got treated like, and I got a good job. I pay for my insurance. My insurance almost $170 on each paycheck. So baby, I'm not getting no Medicaid. I don't have none of that. No free assistance, period. But why do we get treated differently? It's kind of weird. Somebody help me know. Help me understand that. Drop down in the comments if you've ever been to the emergency room and felt like that was treating you differently. And let's just be real. Definitely. So anyways, back to Nayim Carter. So he was in a drowning situation that left him in a coma state. So his parents and them had him, they were taking care of him at home. He started catching infections. So he ended up going to the hospital, the Numerous Children's Hospital in Orange County in Florida. And from the looks of the video, it looks like the doctors gave up. The parents, if you ever had a family member that was like close to death, or something traumatic happened where the doctors felt like they were giving up, or that they felt like the person wasn't going to make it, they always ask if you want to do a do not resuscitate or resuscitate, or if you want to do everything in your power to save your family member. So from the looks of the video, it looks like the dad He wanted to save his son. He was like, look, and clearly if they left him in a coma for a whole year, they clearly had hope that their son was going to push through, right? So I don't understand how the hospital decided that they gave up, but they definitely gave up in this video. So this video is to maybe, if you guys like, share, and subscribe. But if you share this on your social media, I feel like we can help the family get some type of closure or hold somebody accountable in the hospital, because this was just tragic. Like, if I'm gonna show y'all the video, and then y'all drop down in the comments and y'all tell me what y'all think. But I felt like this was something that I definitely needed to do a video on, because the family is mourning right now. So in the video, the hospital, the doctors walked out the room, baby. They walked out the room while the dad was trying to resuscitate their son. And they pulled the plug from the machine that shows like your heart rate and stuff. They pulled the plug. The parents pulled it. They plugged it back up, and the child still had vitals. So why did the hospital give up? Somebody help me. Why did the hospital give up on this baby? I don't understand. So I had a hard time. I'm not gonna lie. I had a hard time dealing with that one. So I definitely have to drop this video just to bring awareness to the things that could happen and how we are treated differently sometimes in the hospital, just like we are treated differently in the court system. So it goes the same way. It's the same way. But I want everybody that sees this video to share this video. Let's help this family get closure and hold somebody accountable, because somebody is accountable for this baby's death. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop the video. If y'all have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Share this video, please. And comment, tell me what you think. If you have kids, you can feel it. If you don't have kids, if you're a human, you can feel this video. This was so emotional. And I had a hard time just accepting that. Like, you go to the police for security. They are your first line of defense when it comes down to the crime. We go to the hospital to get well. I mean, I feel like it's their duty to do everything in their duty to save you, not give up. So again, I'm gonna drop the video. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Drowning February 4th, 2020. And we got a lawsuit against them because the door was not suited, and it was against code. We had a person come out to the house and do coding on the house for the door, and it's basically the door was inside out. There wasn't any proper lock on there. We was only in the house for 2 weeks. Nayim is a very smart baby, so anybody could compromise the lock. Even a 1-year-old, even Naima could have done it. And he ended up having a near drowning. He moved 2 weeks after his near drowning. And from then, he had an EEG done and showed he had brain activity. And from then, he ended up getting put on the ventilator, a G-tube, and he ended up being in home health care, where he stayed in home health care from, I think, May all the way to December. And December, he ended up getting admitted. In December, he ended up getting admitted to the hospital for pneumonia because he did not have the proper equipment at home that we didn't know about. And he was fine a few weeks after he was admitted into the hospital. And then we had this one doctor named Dr. Potts. He was trying to do the brain depth exam on Nayim when Nayim was here, when he first got here, and Nayim didn't come here for that. And we had to fight him. And then that doctor allowed Nayim to become really constipated to the point where it was affecting his organs and affecting his guts and affecting everything. So they caused him to be in the hospital longer. And so the hospital kept allowing him to get infections. They would wait to the point where he gets really, really sick and then try to do something about it. And now, yesterday, they gave him Tylenol, supposedly, and they gave him Benadryl. And they gave him Benadryl. And they had him on Benadryl, and then after they gave him Benadryl, his heart stopped. And then ever since then, he's been having this problem.
And the same thing yesterday. Yesterday when they came in yesterday, or was that Sunday, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they're refusing to deal with his oxygen. So his mother had to go up there and press the button on the machine because they wouldn't do it. They had an attitude. So she had to do it. So your mother said she pumped air in his lungs that day.
Now they're gonna say something on the thing.
Again, I don't know why.
They listening in.
Anybody consent to speak to me.
They said they weren't gonna do nothing else. They had an agreement. They had an agreement. They signed the paper. This is oxygen, mama. That's his post, mama. This is what they did. They walked out. My grandma on here. She been with us the whole time. They started doing CPR on the mama.
And he's alive still. 94.
And
58.
they started doing CPR on him, and then they was pumping on him a little bit. They unplugged the pulse ox, so we couldn't see his oxygen. And then they said they're not gonna do it no more, and then they walked off. They walked off and said we're not gonna do anything else, and they just stopped. They all walked off.
They had a DNR.
Yeah, like they had a DNR.
And then
he did not sign no DNR. His mother's father.
everything they say they done, but Nayim still has a blood pressure. He still has oxygen, and he still have a heart rate because his daddy is fucking working on him because they said they're not gonna do the shit no more because they're done. They are full coded. We agreed to our lawyers to be on code, full code, and y'all are legally bound to do that shit. But that's all right because y'all are gonna get fucking sued. Y'all motherfuckers with this. I'm on this motherfucking hospital, and every last one of y'all are going. Oh, I swear to God, y'all just wait. Y'all just wait. And I hope y'all ready for the repercussions spiritually that's gonna come from behind this boy when y'all let him go.
I'm at the hospital right now.
I swear to God, this is so fucked up. But y'all don't know what kind of warriors I got on my end spiritually. And all of y'all gonna put the repercussions of every goddamn thing for letting my goddamn baby die. Every last one of y'all.
They're refusing to give my son.
Just wait and see what the fucking consequences behind this. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at that. Look at that.
Look, that's his oxygen.
Look at that. Look at that. Keep going. Keep going. Look at that shit. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that shit. That's the CEO. That's the CEO of the hospital. That's the CEO. That's the CEO of the hospital. Oh, y'all gonna get y'all asses sued like a motherfucker. Y'all gonna get sued like a motherfucker. I swear to God.
Dr. Glass.
Dr. Glass. Dr. Glass. Dr. Glass. Dr. Glass. Dr. Glass. Dr. Glass. Dr. Glass. Y'all see this shit? Y'all see this shit?
My wife did everything in our power to save our son. So we did CPR. We did everything that we could to save him. Everything we could. Now we're not getting a heart. We don't have his heart anymore. We don't have his heart anymore. We've been doing this for 2 hours. We understand that part. But we about him breathing. We've been here for doing this for 2 hours, and all them crackers walked out. They walked out with a smile on their face. They had this plan since yesterday. The same doctor that actually gave him this injection on Sunday, she asked my wife a week ago. She asked my wife. She said, for those of you in the party deputy chief, asked 2 weeks ago. Those of you who are family, Amina, 2 weeks ago, they asked her, a week ago, if my son's heart stopped, what do we want them to do? What do we want them to do? And we told them, stop. What do we want them to do? What do we want them to do? And we told them full code. We already gave them documents on that. We told them that already, that we want them full code. We've been told them that. So they had it planned. They came with tissues. What are the damn tissues that they brought? They came with a damn basket, a basket of tissues. Came with a basket of tissues. They had the police up here. You know, since they know it's men and women in here, they had a police officer who was both. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was.
The heart-wrenching video you just watched was of a family struggle to keep their 4-year-old son, Nayim Carter, alive. Nayim had a drowning incident approximately a year ago, and he was in a comatose state, but he was still alive. The parents had been communicating with the hospital regularly and wanted all life-saving measures taken. He was not a DNR. One of the nurses came in and supposedly administered Benadryl to 4-year-old Nayim, and shortly thereafter, his heart stopped and continued to stop. And after that, the child's mother and father did CPR while the hospital stood there and watched and did nothing. Looking at the BP, the O2 sats, the rest, that baby was alive. He was a workable code. Why did the hospital not help? Nemours Children's Hospital in Orlando needs to be held accountable. Copy shared to wet paste.